Hey guys, welcome to your weekly angel card reading here at Beacons of Angel Light. And this is for your week beginning July 16, 2018. Alright, so there's a few of us who are like super in tune to the energy that's coming. Mercury is going into full-blown retrograde July 26th. That's been in a shadow period. So a lot of us have been feeling those miscommunications, and also on July 27th, I had seen the chart, but then I was, tuning into one of my favorite astrologers, Kelly Rosano, and you're definitely welcome to look her up. And her take on it, it blew my mind because I hadn't noticed that, Mercury is so close to planet Earth. Actually, it hasn't been that close to planet Earth since 2003. What's that, 15 years? It's crazy. So keep in mind, this is the planet of action, it's an energy of like very fiery energy, okay? So contain your anger, like watch your temper kind of deal. Woo! So that's starting this week, but it gets heightened especially on the 27th. I'll remind you again, I guess, next week. And be watchful with other people who don't tune into this sort of thing. And they are in your surrounding. You're going to have to deal with them nevertheless. And they don't know what's going on with them, but you do. And you can't control what they do, but you can control how you react to it or how you interpret what it is that they're trying to convey and perhaps where they're coming from, okay? What else? So we're talking about planets in retrograde. Cryon, Wounded Healer. Let's talk about Cryon. This one is in retrograde from July 4th until December 8th. By the way, that Mercury retrograde ends in August 18th. It'll go into shadow period for roughly a week, 2 weeks, and then it'll be direct again. Yay! So that'll be towards the end of August, beginning of September. We'll have a Mercury direct. Now, Cryon, the Wounded Healer, because he's in retrograde right now, he's encouraging us to take a look at our emotions. Oh my gosh, all of these emotions are surfacing. Things have happened to us to make perhaps old wounds reopen and surface, and it's horrible, okay? But Cryon, hear him out. Cryon is saying that there's a lot of emotional and spiritual growth and development and healing available to you through the sadness, through embracing the wounds, okay? So there's a lot of spiritual development that's going to come from that. Embrace it. And it's also a huge opportunity to be able to evolve from the things that once bound you, that were keeping you from your highest good. Okay, so it's a beautiful evolution. It's very tough to evolve from there. And that's why I frequently say, spirituality, they think that it's all unicorns and fairy tales, but it's a lot of tough work, okay? Now, the 27th, July 27th, we have an awesome lunar eclipse in Aquarius. So it's going to be Aquarius's half-year happy birthday. And so because it's in Aquarius, it's a very innovative moon. It's very thinking outside of the box, light years ahead, thinking of the future, okay? So this moon has that aspect behind it. And because it's an eclipse, again, with the Cryon situation, also hand in hand, it's just to further reiterate, there are a plethora of situations that are toxic for you right now in your environment. And so the lunar eclipse is going to surface things that were hidden to you, okay? And in addition, it's going to reiterate and make it so blatantly, undeniably obvious that you need to remove yourself from these toxic situations, whether it be relationships, living environments, work environments, friendships, whatever the case may be. But you will find yourself in a situation where the messages are so flippin' clear. I mean, the writing is on the wall. So moving on with the actual angel message for the week, we're using Doreen Virtue and Raleigh Valentine's Angel Tarot cards. I love this deck. It's my true blue angel tarot cards. So let's divide it. Archangels from the guardian angels. Okay, we have 2 cards. 3. Okay. And let's see the archangels. That's funny. It's Archangel Azrael. Zadkiel, sorry. Is there more? Okay. Alright, so let's see, what do we have? We have lots of air and earth, okay? Lots of air and earth. So this week, we got the Knight of Air, who is very intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless, okay? So even though we're in a plethora of retrogrades, I believe we're currently experiencing 6 planetary retrogrades, and I was just touching base on the Mercurian one because that's probably the most daunting one, and the one that we have to deal with the most frequently, being that it completes its rotation around the sun 4 times during one earthly year. So we experience those Mercury retrogrades quite frequently on a yearly basis. The Knight of Air is very decisive, and things are speeding up even though we're on these planetary retrogrades. So there's a lot of decisions that you have to make, and to others it may appear like you're being hasty. However, this is a long time coming. This is something that you've been pondering, this is the vibe that I'm getting for this week. Like something that you've been thinking about and considering, and now you're actually considering creative solutions for it. The Knight of Air is a very creative person because he's in the air, so he's very spatial. He's very cosmic, okay, out there, outside of the box. So those creative solutions are definitely the way. Then we have the 6th of Earth. Okay, these are gifts. These are beautiful gifts from perhaps people who love you, perhaps just from the universe in general. It could be a loan being granted by the bank. It could be a debt being forgiven entirely or a percentage of it taken off. It is usually a financial gain. I don't want to limit it to debt being forgiven. It is usually a financial gain or something, a gift that has a huge financial value to it. So it could be jewelry or something like that. This is receiving a gift. And also this is heralding new career opportunities, career advancement. So maybe you're going to be offered a new position. Perhaps you'll go on an interview, or perhaps you go into business for yourself. It could relate to your entrepreneurship, taking a step up in that game. Right. And also within this, they were saying to me, because I mentioned about how it could be a debt being forgiven, they're saying it's you paying off a debt, more like it. Okay. Or they want you to pay off a debt with whatever gain you get. Something like that. Okay. Queen of Earth. Okay. So you're a very thoughtful, creative, imaginative, warm, sensitive, loving person. very nurturing, okay? And she is wielding and creating through her palms. You see all this magic that she's just thrusting out into the universe. That's you. Very powerful, creative creator. And where are you spending your time? Are you creating? Are you giving time to the ones that you really love? Or are you spending time with things that don't matter? Time is money. Actually, time is more than money. Because you can always obtain more money, but you cannot regain your time. So take a sensible approach to a very difficult situation that you're perhaps dealing with at home. I'm feeling that for some of you, it could be a dispute at home, and use your caring nature as opposed to a combative, conflictive approach. Use your nurturing, understanding, creative, warm, sensible nature to address this problem at home. It's a simple misunderstanding, okay? So use that powerful force that you create, to settle this misunderstanding that's going on at home. I call this the clusterfuck. The angels say that it's okay. Normally I'm not allowed to cuss when it comes to angel terms, but they say with this particular scenario here, it is quite, it's like an atom bomb went off and everybody's panicked, or I don't know, maybe not an atom bomb, but like something nuclear, radioactive, and it's just insane. The amount of things that are going on, a push and pull, lots of different energies here, okay? And everyone's feeling a bit limited, cased in, incapable, lost. So in order to come out of this, you need to revise the plan, revisit it, because there's obviously a lot more to be considered in that one situation so that it can be properly assessed, and that way you can move forward accordingly instead of inaccordingly. So right now, with all of these planets going on, yes, things are picking up the pace, right? Things are definitely picking up the pace, but you need to revise the plans before moving forward. They're saying things are moving forward with great speed, but you have to take time to carefully review your options. And here it's saying again, poor timing. There's more going on than meets the eye. Plans need revision. So these two are holding hands here. These two cards are reaffirming the same situation. And Archangel Zadkiel comes up for this week. Archangel Zadkiel is saying that there is a lack of balance in our world. So it could be too much time being spent in work, too much time being spent playing around, too much time being spent with the wrong people, perhaps a lack of, exercise, a lack of sleep, eating too much, not eating enough, spending too much, hoarding too much. Or perhaps you're in hermit mode and not socializing. It could be so many different ways. So you will know. And when you're ready to accept the help of Archangel Zadkiel, say it out loud. Okay? Angels can only help when you say, Archangel Zadkiel, help me find that balance in my life again in such and such area. Or with anything that you want. It doesn't have to be to help me find balance. But this is what he's recommending for the week. So I also wanted to pull a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. These were a gift from a soulmate. Yeah. I love when I get decks as a gift. I've gotten 2, maybe 3 actually. Oh, I love that though. I love a new deck. I was thinking of getting myself one. It's this one. Okay. Lady Nada. It's a heart awakening. It's definitely a heart chakra card. It's all pink with roses. And there's a big one right there in the center of her chest. So this is heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. See, balance. You just can't make this up, okay? I'm so glad that you guys watched me shuffle live because you just can't make this up. Balance is the key here. So, let's see, Lady Nada. Lady Nada. Okay. The cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to come past pain. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain and heartbreak, letdowns. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage to move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there, clear, pure, and real. That way you can experience it. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels in your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. So that is your weekly angel card reading for this week, July 16, 2018. I hope you have a week filled with wonderful blessings, revelations, spiritual divination, and ascension. Oh my goodness, so much ascension, joy, happiness, prosperity, success. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful things. Okay, so I really love you guys. I love you, love yourselves, and love everybody around you. If you haven't already, click subscribe, like, share, all that wonderful stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah.